Okay, here we go. You ready? 5, 4. Russos brand family. We are family.
Hello, everybody. Let's Lucha review. Lucha. And yes, I'm wearing this Jeff Lane t-shirt you can purchase at ProWrestlingTees.com/JeffLane22. I am Big Josh Hinkle, J-Rock, and it's time for episode 4, I think. I think I'm up to episode 4. Hey, I'm having fun doing this Lucha Underground review. Let's get started. My Lucha Spotlight today is on the new Lucha Underground champion, Marty the Moth Martinez. This is why the character is so great in wrestling today, because he knows how to generate the heat with the fans, the believers, and how people will hate his guts. How he can have like that old school mentality of how he can stick it to them. And that's how he did it with the Lucha Underground Championship, which I'll get to that here in a little bit. But the character Marty the Moth Martinez is the best character in wrestling. Great storylines, great everything, just the presence of the guy behind it. Martin is a great guy. Follows me on Twitter, which I'm honored that. And he follows me on Twitter, which I'm marking out. And just the character has evolved into like this dangerous, creepy bastard character that who's going to stop him? You'll have to stay tuned and find out. The opening of the show, they talk about how Phoenix goes from like being in the coffin and grave consequences, like 3 ways to the grave, to now this dark Phoenix, this darker, more crazier guy. And they talked about the trios match and where he turns on Aerostar and then shows Melissa Santos, and then El Draca Azteca saves Melissa Santos. And now they go to the first matchup. It's going to be let me look at. Oh, I gotta fix my format here. Damn it! And then they talked about the cliffhanger of Marty the Moth Martinez. I mean, Marty the Moth putting down the money in front of Papa Cueto's office. And it's going to be Marty the Moth Martinez versus El Draca Azteca for the Gift of the Gods title. And it was like the big reveal of there's something else I want. I always thought it would have been Melissa Santos. But I was wrong, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. You know, the match is Phoenix versus Aerostar. Phoenix comes out like a zombie-like guy, and he just kicks the shit out of Aerostar. And then Phoenix hits the cutter on Aerostar. And then Phoenix just mounts on top of him, just laying in those punches. I mean, damn. Now, Aerostar hits a sunset flip, kicks out. Then a head scissors from Aerostar. Aerostar flies up in the air. But Phoenix throws Aerostar right up to like the security rail. It's like up in the bleachers. I mean, damn. There's a drop kick from behind from Phoenix. Then Phoenix flies up in the air. And Vampiro marks out, and he has a new favorite wrestler because Vampiro loves the violence. And he has like a violent orgasm. I mean, he loves the violence. I like that too. And then Aerostar hits the power driver, then a DDT. 4 kicks from Aerostar to Phoenix. No effect on Phoenix, man. Oof. Phoenix hits the power driver and wins over Aerostar. And then Melissa tries to talk some sense into Phoenix. Then Phoenix grabs Melissa Santos. And then Aldraca saves Melissa. And then Phoenix hits a power driver on Aldraca Azteca on the floor. And then Phoenix leaves the building. They get cut to commercial. They come back with Aldraca Azteca going out on the floor, injured. And Papa Cueto comes out, says, looks like you can't defend the Gift of the Gods championship. Looks like you have to be a forfeit over Marty the Moth. And then he comes up being the warrior that he is. I'll fight. So, it's Marty the Moth versus Aldraca Azteca from the Gift of the Gods title. I think he should have just forfeited, but, he's a good guy. That's what guys do, try to be the hero. Now, Marty the Moth starts with a kick, and then there's like this big throw across the ring from Marty the Moth. Then Marty goes nuts. Aldraca hits some kicks. Marty throws Aldraca. Then Marty hits the backbreaker. Try to say it 3 times fast. Aldraca fights with the high cross body, kicks out, hits a DDT, kicks out, and then just Marty hits his finisher on Aldraca, and a new Gift of the Gods champion was crowned. No, before that, I think it was the Rabbit Tribe where Killer Cross was there, and Paul London comes in. It's like this creepy rabbit hole world, and that was just like the cinematic thing they have on Lucha Underground. I mean, no wonder, like, pretty damn amazing. I mean, my God. And now it's the 3-way for the Lucha Underground title, Mil Muertes, King Cuerno, and Pentagon Dark. I mean, it went back and forth. It was just so much going on that I couldn't write down the stuff in my notebook. So it's just like, I'll give you like a short version. I'm trying to say. No, Mil throws some punches. There was like a fight between like a King Cuerno had some few punches in, double teams from King Cuerno and Pentagon Dark, and then Pentagon Dark double crosses King Cuerno, and then just somehow at the end, Pentagon Dark retains the Lucha Underground Championship. Then all of a sudden, here comes Marty the Moth, attacks Pentagon Dark. I mean, it comes out, beats the living shit out of Pentagon. It hits a curve stomp, and then, my God, he comes out, and Papa Cueto comes out, and he wants to cash in the Gift of the Gods title, but the big cliffhanger where Marty the Moth says there's something else I want, and it says to Papa Cueto, the cashing in, 1 week's advance is a dumb rule from Dario. And Papa Cueto says the same thing, and he grants a Lucha Underground title match. And then during the match, Pentagon was making a damn good comeback. But this mysterious woman comes out and just kicks him in the balls and just gives him like a Canadian destroyer power driver. And Pentagon just loses, and Marty the Moth Martinez, the rise of Team Moth, is the new Lucha Underground champion. I mean, my God. This is why I said at the beginning on the Lucha Spotlight that Marty the Moth Martinez is the best wrestling character out there today, best heel guy, the best bad guy in wrestling, because he knows how to push your buttons. He knows how to piss off the crowd. He knows how to generate the heat between like the good guys, the bad guys, and just he knows how to get the job done. It's a shame that he couldn't make in WWE because WWE doesn't know talent. And this guy's got freaking talent. He's got talent oozing from him. He's got charisma. He's got that factor. Like, I've been a wrestling fan since 1987. And I've seen wrestling for like all the big times. And this Marty the Moth Martinez character is the best. He knows how to be that much of a savage, creepy bastard that can literally go at it, take down the heroes of Lucha Underground, and just makes it his own. That's why, to me, Marty the Moth Martinez is the best wrestling character in professional wrestling and Lucha Libre today. Well, I'll go ahead and end this episode of Big Josh TV's Lucha Underground review. And shout out to the lovely Miss Chantel Aaron for the great intro. She is the crown jewel of Russos brand, people. Follow her on Twitter at Miss Chantel Aaron on Twitter. And then follow me on Twitter for more Lucha Underground reviews at Big Josh TV HD. Let's see, anything else? I want to mention also that coming up from my good friend Vince Russo, he's going to have a new podcast debuting on Westwood One. Let me go ahead and hope there's the right way to go on his Twitter here. Let's see. No, I don't want to read about the Power Rangers Super Steel finale with spoilers, really. New podcast called Truth with Consequences with just the Matt Coon and Vince Russo. And it's going to be one hell of a podcast here very soon, October 7th, 2018. Check that out. I highly recommend it. And also, if you haven't signed up for the brand, $3.95 a month, less than $1 a week, RussosBrand.com. 8 shows a week, plus the bonus shows. It's worth every penny, people. This has been Big Josh TV's Lucha Underground review. Let me get back on the camera here. There we go. I am Big Josh Hinkle, and let's Lucha on the flip side, everybody. Lucha, Lucha. Doses.